Washington, senators will debate late into the night on Thursday after Republicans filed hundreds of amendments to force votes and slow passage of President Biden's push for a $1.9t coronavirus bailout. The process, called a vote-a-rama, is an opportunity for GOP lawmakers in the 50-50 Senate to present changes to Biden's enormous relief package after Democrats voted to go it alone and ram the bill through Congress without Republican support in a tactic known as budget reconciliation. Republicans filed 749 amendments covering everything from climate change negotiations between Washington and Beijing to securing rural access to the COVID-19 vaccine. Biden's package would include a new round of $1.400 stimulus checks, enact a national minimum wage increase to $15 and distribute $350 billion in state and local aid. Conservatives concerned with the ballooning national debt argue that funds should be focused on ending the pandemic and returning people to work with checks only for those who really need it. Earlier Thursday, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell lashed into Democrats for spending trillions more dollars to make perpetual lockdowns and economic decline and little more palatable, and said Republicans would force votes on thorny issues to hold Democrats' feet to the fire. "If we're going to debate this phony partisan budget, we will create some clarity for the American people," McConnell said on the Senate floor. "We're going to put senators on the record. Expect votes to stop Washington from killing jobs during a recovery, like terminating the Keystone Pipeline," he went on, referring to the Keystone XL Pipeline, which Biden just nixed, costing Americans jobs. The vote-a-rama tactic did award Republicans some wins. Lawmakers overwhelmingly supported an amendment from Wyoming GOP Senator John Barrasso supporting schools with lost revenue due to Biden's new ban on oil and gas leasing on federal lands. According to Barrasso's office, in 2019 alone, revenues from oil and gas production contributed $1.37 billion to New Mexico and $669 million to Colorado public schools. The amendment passed 98-2. And a bipartisan amendment to ensure $1.400 stimulus checks don't go to upper-income taxpayers, introduced by Sens. Joe Manchin and Susan Collins R-Maine passed 58-42. Democrats and Republicans also approved amendments to ensure that undocumented immigrants don't receive stimulus checks, measures aimed at helping ailing independent restaurants, raising public awareness about vaccine administration and not hiking taxes on small businesses amid the pandemic. Another amendment sought to strip New York State of federal COVID-19 relief following the bombshell that Governor Andrew Cuomo's government underreported nursing home deaths by some 50%. The measure needed a simple majority to be passed but was defeated in a 50-50 vote along party lines.